back. Make sure this is all working. So we are doing the Vikings now, thanks to Alvin Dion on Patreon. And my goal here is to keep this under 2 hours because it's a Saturday night and I got things to do socially. And if I hit 7 o'clock Central and we're still going, I'm unfortunately going to have to wrap it up and do it off of the stream, but I think I can get it done. You guys asked a ton of questions before, so I might spend less time talking to you guys. We'll see. All right. Definitely deserves better elusiveness than that. That looks pretty good. Just basically overall better athlete, but a big knock on his accuracy. Case will be an interesting off-season move. Still higher than I like. I think he's 73. I was stubborn to raise him in the regular season. Said he was going to be a liability in the playoffs, and I think he kind of proved that he was, to be honest. He made critical mistakes in both games that, frankly, should have cost him both games. Did cost him in the Eagles game, but his team just got worked overall. I don't think Sam's that unathletic. Injury way down. 74 for Foles. Whoops. Does my title still say... What does it say for the title for you guys? Because it should say something... Should not be saying TFGO. All right, no, we should be good. Teddy 2 gloves. And then if the connection's laggy, do let me know. Right now it says the output is low. My computer's kind of humming right now. And I'm going to try something. I'm going to try lowering some settings here. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if that's any better. We'll see. Says the stream health is good, so hopefully. I'm just going to continue as if it's good, and let me know if the stream sucks. I really think Teddy's going to end up in Miami and challenge Tannehill. I think if he can stay healthy, I think he could be just as good as Tannehill down there. It's a big if, though. What's up, Quavo? On PSN giveaways? I am doing a PS4 roster now, so maybe. Kyle Sloter, 68 overall. Why? It's way high for a guy that, like, never played. And was undrafted. It's actually really confusing why he's rated so high. Sup, Juan? Sup, Batman? Make sure I have the right roster loaded up before I save over everything we just did with the Eagles. Looks good. So again, guys, I'm not going to be able to do every single team live, but I will do, by request, everyone that supports me on Patreon. Link in the description. I will do your team if you become a patron. We'll also do your team's rebuild sooner rather than later and give you a shout out in that video. Welcome back, Jack. That's actually pretty much spot on from a physical standpoint for Cook. Jeez, they got Jarek as a monster in here. Not sure about 93 speed. Let's see. I know he's fast, but he's definitely quicker than fast. .441, 6'8", 3 cone. That's incredible. And he did 32 bench reps. Wow. 40.5 vertical jump. Whoa. I don't think I've ever realized how big of a freak he was. I'm going to do this instead. Still think that's a touch high for Jarek. Bishop Sankey. Remember him? I remember. Is he actually on this team still? I feel like he's definitely not. He is. He's on a practice squad, future reserve contract. Mac Brown, too. That's pretty much spot on for him, but we're going to see if he's got a hidden rating. Running backs and safeties. Yep. There it is. Stupid glitch. Yeah, Bishop Sankey was a second-round pick, I want to say, for the Titans. People thought he was the future there. CJ Ham. You can actually play a little bit. This might be too low. I heard the trade system kind of got screwed up, but did they actually change it? Or did it just like kind of get screwed up? Think we can give Diggs the clutch trade after what he pulled off? Perfect, 86. That's exactly where I like him. Yeah, man, the fullbacks in this game are rated crazy low. They have Patrick DeMarco, who is still one of the best fullbacks in the league, as like a 60, which makes no sense because the drafted fullbacks are like way too good. They have like, I got a rookie fullback with 92 impact block before. Dion, I think, is right there with Larry Fitzgerald for the best hands in the entire league. That's weird about the trades. I don't know. I would think that's something they'll catch quickly and adjust. Dion's run block grades actually aren't that good here. I'm kind of torn here. I think Dion should be an 85. But when you really think about it, he does everything so well. His release could probably come down like 2. I don't think his route running should be any lower than 85. He catches the ball extremely well. Make this 87. He's just okay after the catch. Whatever this gives him, I think 86 it is. I wouldn't go any lower on any of those traits, so. Whatever this gives. Jarris grayed out this year pretty well. 42 strength. Probably deserves a little better than that. Good luck, Duck Scout. What's up, Jaden Aldrich? You new to the channel? If you're wondering what's going on, I'm editing my roster, but I also do gameplay video as well. But this is pretty big roster overall here. And I have no idea why Laquan Treadwell has 77 awareness. The guy is the definition of no awareness. Although he did start to finally play a little bit this year. It's not like he was good when he did play. Favorite NFL team is the Packers. Favorite baseball team is the Minnesota Twins. Browns and Astros. Nice. I saw Rodney Adams actually got signed by someone. I don't think he's on this team anymore. He was a 5th-round pick. Let's see. Yeah, he's a member of the Indianapolis Colts now. Might as well make that move right now. Something I got to do so that they don't get crazy contracts if you're confused here. If they're under a 60 overall, they won't get any guaranteed money when you sign them in this game. So what we do, we release them, go to the Colts. And voila. We'll make him a problem for future roster edits right there. Stacy Coley didn't really play. I think he's more of a 64. $65, that's fine. What do you mean, K-Mac? I'm actually not a very big Kyle Rudolph guy. I think his athleticism's a little overrated, and he doesn't block that well either. And he definitely drops open passes. I have my own personal draft board that I do before the draft. And then based on where they go, it might change their Madden rating slightly, but there's definitely going to be players that are rated higher out of the 5th round than the 3rd round based on my evaluation of a guy. Like last year, for example, I had like Chris Godwin and Kenny Golladay rated higher than Mike Williams, who went in the top 10, and I didn't change it. I left those guys above them. And I would say that paid dividends. David Morgan was a beast this year. Dude's one of the best run blocking tight ends in the whole league. Jack Bar, you can ignore my friend Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. You still bored, Jack? No idea Blake Bell was on the Vikings. Got to be a practice squad. I only played 145 snaps. Didn't block all that well. Didn't do a whole lot, but this O-line actually graded out really poorly on PFF, even though they played a little better than their grades would say. These are actually pretty good. I know Madden puts a lot of emphasis on the PFF grades as well, so I'm usually pretty much in line with what they have in here. Elfline didn't grade out well, but he definitely provided some stability to this line. So I think 71's a little too low there. Barry's in the house too? Damn, we got Jack and Barry here. Is Joe Berger playing again? Is he retiring? Do we know what's going on there? Won an 83 for Berger. Just being stubborn. Danny Isidora. He played and graded out pretty bad. It actually works for Mike Remmers, I think. Deontay Collins. That's fine. All right, on to the defense. This one's going much faster than the Eagles. Daniil. Surprisingly down year for Daniil Hunter. I thought he was going to break out. Although they do have him at 47 QB hurries, that's still pretty freaking good. He had 8 sacks. Definitely not going to knock him too much here. I think his strength's even better than that right there. I feel like he's probably more power than finesse, actually. Oh, this needs to go way up. Daniil Hunter will crush you. That looks good. I think Robeson could be a 75. He's definitely not aging well, but Harambe's son, I'm telling everyone the same thing. If you support me on Patreon, that is the only way I can guarantee you that I will do your team. So if you want to do that, it's in the description. And then just let me know. Otherwise, I might not get to your team. If you do that, I'm also going to expedite your rebuild. I'm going to do a rebuild for all 32 teams. But if you become a patron, I will move your team up the list so you get to see that sooner rather than later. Kashad Lions. Can't say I'm familiar. Must be a practice squad. Is he still on the team, though? That's the question. Yep, he's on a futures deal. Love me some Everson Griffin. This dude is so underrated. More finesse than power, though, I would say. The batted ball he had against Drew Brees was just ridiculous awareness. Like, he tried a spin move and got stood up by the left tackle. But he literally was able to have the awareness to, like, see the receiver running a slant route behind him and then stick his hand up and get in the throwing lane, and then they batted the ball, and then I think Kendricks picked it off. It was just beautiful. It's the type of stuff that doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. Definitely strips the ball and is a big hitter. Okay, 95's too much, though. I think 92 is the sweet spot for Griffin. Come on, buddy. Fedi Odenigbo. Futures contract, I'm assuming. Yep. Lower you a little bit. Stephen Weatherly. Tayshaun Bauer actually played for this team a little bit. 10 snaps. Take a look at him. All right, done with the edge rushers here. Might get this team done in an hour and 15 minutes. It's a third of the time the Eagles took us. We were stopping for all sorts of adventures on that stream, though, let's be honest. Linval. This man is scary. $60 hit power? What? Just look at a picture of this man, EA, and tell me that he has 60 hit power. That is ridiculous. Does he have his robot arm in this? I'm gonna have to give him his robot arm. He still wears that, right? Let's see. On his right arm? Yeah. Get rid of this thing. Add in. Yeah. That's what's up. Oh boy, Sharif Floyd. I'm actually going to look what his status is, because the last I checked was during the fall, and it was sounding like his football career is probably over. Yeah, back in November, the Vikings don't think he will resume playing. So I think what I might do is do what I do to him, what I do with Ryan Shazier. And make him a punter. Just gonna make him a punter until we hear more, but it does not look good for Sharif. I'll still rate him out and everything, but not expecting any kind of career comeback here. Tom Johnson's a solid player. It's actually pretty fair for Shamar Stephen right there. And Jaleel Johnson. On to the linebackers. Ben Gideon is the ideal 4-3 outside. He plays 18-20% of your snaps every game. Comes in, plays good run defense, and comes off the field. Did not know Eric Wilson was on the Vikings. Kendricks definitely deserves better than this. Does a lot for this defense. I actually agree with way more ratings on this Vikings team than I do with that Eagles roster. That's probably why this is going a little faster. Wait, what do they have bar at? 84? I think he's more like a 78. Madden freak, though, that's for sure. Definitely a player that gets by on his athleticism. But he is not budging here. Might have to settle for 79. I don't think I would lower any of these. Maybe his tackling. All right, that's good. '68's good for Lemur. Actually, I think that could be a 69. Jaden, I'll be doing rebuilds for all 32 teams, and there is plenty of gameplay on my Twitch for the TFGO League. I do other gameplay stuff too. I did the Browns in Madden 17. But again, I'll be doing an off season in the shoes of every team. As soon as I can get my draft board done, I'm going to do that so that I can have full formed opinions on all the rookies, and then I can talk about them as I do the draft and talk about when I take a fake player, I can compare him to someone in real life that team might actually be looking at. What was Xavier's 40 time anyway? .443. That's about right. It's interesting he has such good pass rush moves. Terrence Newman says he's playing again. Where they got his block shed at and stuff. Got that old man strength. Trey Waynes was wildly inconsistent this year. Most of his good grades come from his run defense, actually. He does have 61 block shed already. think 75 is the sweet spot for Trey. Alexander, much more of a nickel corner, good in run defense. Really struggles in coverage, though. Cheryl's is a special teams extraordinaire. But I don't know why he's rated so high. Yeah, Alvin, sorry if you were expecting another 3-hour stream for the Vikes. For whatever reason, this one's going a lot faster. Less distractions this time, I guess. How did Tremaine Brock do this year? Barely played. Some of these guys have such low catching. All right, we got the corners done. Although, do we want Xavier at 89 or 88? And although that seems high for Terrence Newman, he's not going to play very well, and it still doesn't translate. to Madden performance, I should say. Still has pretty low coverage. So I'm just going to leave him there. I think 89 is fair for Xavier. He's right up there. Harrison Smith, this will be fun. That can definitely go up based on what we looked at for strength in the other one. They definitely underrate his physical traits, that's for sure. I wonder what the highest block shedding safety is in this game. .94, that's kind of the sweet spot. I did just want to check block shedding for all safeties, though. So that puts Harrison at the top for free safeties. For strong safeties, he'd be amidst the top. So that's probably pretty good. 77 for him. He's definitely one of the best run defending safeties in the league. It's probably going to go up, even though I just lowered stuff. Nope. Perfect. Sendeo was good this year, but I don't think he's 85 good. I see him as more of like a 78. Curse is a freak, but hasn't really done anything yet. Next stream won't be till tomorrow because I am about to start Dranxin and heading out on Saturday night. I'll be definitely streaming tomorrow, hopefully moving at this pace, not the Eagles' pace. Jets tomorrow? I don't know. Support me on Patreon. Maybe I'll do Jets tomorrow. Basically just going to do it randomly, I think. Except for the people that do it. Jack Taco. CA futures contract. Yep. I actually have him listed as a corner. I might just move him to corner then. Perfect. All right, Vikings finito. This has been fun, guys. But I'm going to go get a beer and start my Saturday night. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alvin, thanks again. You the man. Kept it under an hour and a half. Deuces.